Clap your hands if you believe.
Oh, we started already. Sorry. Yeah, I'm already just woke up. Really not into today. Hello, BTT. Here we are. I forgot what the intro is like. Let's just get started. We're on XO versus MVP. This is the only round that's played through. So, do we have a clip for XO MVP?
Oh, we don't have any
No.
clip.
We don't have a clip? Okay, that's fine. Let's talk about XO MVP. It was an MVP 2-0 in the lower bracket. It's the only round that's played through. It was a pretty exciting match. Elena, can you talk about your own match?
What?
How do you feel about XO MVP?
I mean, I think, well, we had 2 subs. We ended up subbing out Nishant for Omar and AD, which meant Mina got to play her main role. and just popped off. So that's it.
Yes,
That
only Mina popped off. Disregard that
yeah.
Elena here quietly got what, a KD of like 35, only dying once.
Yeah, I mean,
So
Mina
humble.
definitely.
I think it happens.
Elena had a great series, so did Mina. Mina, especially on the Kindred in the second game, Mina kind of just went off, tore through EXO. Did EXO's comps, and, like drafts, etc., like kind of feel how you thought they would go with, like, before you play the games out? EXO's a team that's drafted some crazy stuff like Jana Top and tons of enchanted bots and stuff like that. So did you kind of have a good grasp on what they would do before their game started?
Uh, I mean, for me, I think I was just like, EXO is gonna draft like EXO, which means they're gonna pick some stuff, and I'm gonna sit there and be like, all right. And I think for us, it just ended up being more about what we were gonna play versus, you know, not gonna predict crazy. So we'll just go with that.
Nice. Well, now that you've moved on past the first round of playoffs, we're waiting for your opponent, which might take a bit, but MVB will get the loser of Deep Dive versus
Oh,
TSC.
yeah.
And you'll
Yeah.
find that out Thursday.
Thursday.
I guess since we won't really have another shot to say ask this question when we hit next week and the games have already played, would you prefer to see Deep Dive or TSC in your first or second round matchup in the lower bracket?
I think I think we probably have the better matchup against TSC overall. It's probably TSC.
Gotcha.
Yeah. TSC. TSC lose the game, please.
Well, we'll give a preview on that soon enough. So we'll see if analysts think they'll actually lose the game. Um, but until then, good luck in that second round matchup. Good job on your EXO MVP.
EXO
Anything that
MVP.
you guys want to add, Chase or Jans, about the MVP winner for
Um,
EXO?
I mentioned this in our post game interview, but I am scared of the MBB deep run. Like, there are
The
two teams that make
deep.
deep runs in playoffs. One of them is Deep Dive, and the other one is MBB. MBB particular in the lower
Oh, wait,
bracket.
wait. I
And
have to add something. I think I'm going to change my answer to Deep Dive because MPB is undefeated against Deep Dive in the lower bracket. Okay. come come down,
that's
Deep Dive.
nice.
Come
She's
down,
using
Deep
the
Dive.
stats to her advantage.
Interesting historical values. However, you have to remember that Deep Dive was kind of always Wired's team in the past, but now Wired's on
Yeah, now,
TSC,
okay, so
the
is
other
that the
team.
new Deep
So
Dive? But
is
Juan,
it Deep Dive or
well,
Wired?
okay, but Juan is on Deep Dive, and he was also on both winning seasons of Deep Dive.
Ooh, he's back,
Ooh.
baby.
Yeah.
So this is
If he
potentially a deep
comes.
dive.
So basically, Elena is undecided.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. Next segment is Dan's stats. We have a highlight here.
Wait, did we want to go over any of the end of season?
Well,
What end of season?
Just
of
the
regular
end of
season.
regular season. Did we want to go over anything with that?
It's not.
Everybody
in my
knows what
thoughts,
happened.
so
Everybody knows
it's
what
not in my
happened.
thoughts, so I'm gonna skip it. Yeah, I don't even remember who won what game, so no, we don't. Dan's stats.
Excellent. Dan stats.
So for our matchup today is Goodways versus the B Gang. The sweet, sweet, salty run bag that Steven wanted. Except that I'm not highlighting Steven and Walker. I'm highlighting Javi and Nikolai. Captain Javier and Don't Tell the Boys in the mid lane. Javi honestly has had quite the killer of a season. That damage per minute in particular, along with the KP and KDA. Most notably on the Karthus, just destroying entire teams with one button usually. But Nikolai has had a decent season as well, being a lot more utility to let Caribou and Walker, Rito Burrito carry through the games.
All right. I mean, the KDA is a stark difference here, but really, like Nikolai's vision score and Nikolai's ability to play champions like Bygar, which are really strong right now, and stuff like that. Yeah, I think that's something that good boys can't really look over when they're thinking about their matchup against B Gang. And I think in the regular season, B Gang actually beat the good boys.
Yeah.
You
So yeah, I
did.
mean, even though I think Good Boys comes into this matchup as a favorite and potentially Hobby in the mid lane as a favorite over Nikolai, I think B Gang already got their number once, could do it 2 more times. So, and what really surprises me though is that Don't Tell the Boys can even fit in the Summoner client as a name, because that's like what, 15 characters? That's a lot of characters. I don't know
It's
if that.
on the edge. I think it's
I think it might
16.
be max.
Yeah, so Nikolai already knows what
Pushing the
playing on the
limits.
edge is like, just making his own summoner name. So I'm sure he can play on the edge against GB and maybe be that determining factor in that matchup. So fun. All right. Speaking of which, let's go to predictions. I'm gonna
Predictions.
kind of hop around here since we just had that preview. We're gonna go with Good Boys versus B Gang. I did not do any of my previews. I don't even know why GB is there because technically I didn't elect to put GB there, but I would have voted GB anyway. So let's just talk about GB versus B Gang first. It looks like it's a 4-2 vote for GB. Or no, 3-2 because I cannot count. So, anyways, Chase, can you give me a heads up on why this is totally incorrect? And B Gang, Bert's B Gang should be the favorites. Not only win against GB, but win against everybody in playoffs because that's what they're gonna do. What do you think, Chase?
Um, starting out with like GB, we saw how it ended up in the regular season. Steven got really scary and then ran it down. It's pretty much not a whole lot to say about that. Walker played it really well, honestly. Obviously, love watching that matchup. Two really, really strong top laners, going at each other. But I think B Gang's just favored because I think Walker just knows how to play around Steven, except for level 1. I'm going to talk about level 1. But past level 1, Walker knows how to play around Steven enough to not let him get super, super far ahead. And then even if Walker has to like lose gracefully, if he doesn't end up winning the lane, then I think he can do that really well. But another thing that you have to worry about when it comes to GB is obviously they have an incredibly high ceiling. So Amory in the bot lane, and then also Javi's had some incredible games, like Dan has said. So you have to watch out for like both of them. If either of them take off, then it's pretty dangerous. But I think I still just go with B Gang for GB versus B Gang. They've also been looking a lot better too.
It looks like Elena concurs. Why is that?
Night. And nobody.
All right. Okay, so nobody knows what I said, and that's probably a good thing. Anyways, I have the chapstick here.
Oh, no.
Very clearly a strong supporter of the bees. I think they're gonna win this game, and it's gonna be very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
Oh, no.
Counter argument. The good boys, both the good boys and B Gang have been surging, particularly later in the season. But the ceiling's too high on good boys. I think if their trajectory has been going up, and depending on that rate of going up, I can see good boys just being well past the B Gang and send them down to the losers bracket.
Who's going to losers bracket?
I'm said the bees.
Wow.
I do want to say that I also think that. So I think that if GB wins the game, it's a lot more scary than if B Gang wins the game. Because if GB gets that momentum with the ceiling that they have, like they were predicted to be one of the strongest teams from the start, right? So if they get that momentum at the start of playoffs, and then just like roll through every other team, then it's be pretty scary. Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. Let's move on to our next prediction. Well, actually, we have to have a GB side. Dance, go.
Wait, I did.
Wait, you already
Okay, never
did.
mind. I didn't pay attention because I was doing work. I
Brian.
have 48 unread messages, so this is
Brian is
already
busy.
burning me right now. But anyways, fine. Let's move on to Deep Dive versus TSC. I didn't vote for this, but if I were to vote for this, I probably would vote TSC. So let's say 4-3 TSC. Yeah, I mean a deep dive. Why deep dive?
Deep
Even though you
dive.
want TSC to lose. So
Well, now I don't know.
maybe not.
I think I picked. I think I picked Deep Dive because TSC is gonna have their new top laner, who they've apparently already played with for a while, but we haven't seen it, and I think that's gonna make Deep Dive have a much easier time from top side, and then I think the rest of the lanes, except for maybe mid, favor Deep Dive pretty heavily. So I think they're just gonna win, but you know, maybe PJ will carry TSC. We'll see.
All right. What about some TSC supporters? Which it's
It's
me.
you.
Cool. I just think TSC is a probably more well-rounded team. Deep Dive is a pretty starkly bot-sided team. TC on the other hand has no real pressure points to abuse. I think like everybody in their team is relatively solid. I'm not 100% sure who's playing in their top lane for like the rest of the season. Who knows? Hello? Anybody?
It's Mitchy Poo.
What?
Mitchy Poo?
Yeah, it's a Mitchy
Mitchy
Poo.
Poo. I have no idea who the fuck Mitchy
It's a
Poo
Mitchy
is.
Poo.
So like
You can't
maybe that'll
say
be a
that.
hole. Maybe that'll be a hole. But other than Mitchy Poo, like Plobe has had a really strong season. Alki and Wired, I think, will step up to the challenge of playing against Gerg and Dan Lee. And Sataniel has had a super. I don't know if it's underrated because I think he's had a really good season. I think a lot of people have recognized it. But he's had a really strong season of being able to read the map and being able to like make the plays that his team needs to win. So on this one, I'll take TSC as a slight favorite over Deep Dive. We'll see what actually happens, and then finally it's THD versus PO. Dan's didn't vote for this one. Neither did Chase.
Wait, I didn't?
According
I
to
missed
the
that?
picture, neither of you voted for it. But
I
everybody else
probably
voted for
forgot to
THD.
click on it.
Well, actually, Chase can't vote for this, so it's just
Yeah, I'll say
Dan.
I
Wait,
can't
I
Yeah,
thought I could have sworn
I
I voted
think
for
you
this.
did, and I just didn't put it on here.
All right.
Wow.
Well,
I'm getting.
Dan voted for PO. Why is PO gonna win?
I think he
Dan's gonna be
voted
done.
for
wait.
THD.
I'm pretty sure I voted for TH.
Dan
well,
voted
if
for
he-
Pia. I will put that out there.
Did I? I don't
Yeah,
know.
he actually
I don't
did.
remember.
I
Okay,
checked it.
so what I was expecting is the surprise that we got when we went against THG was Brian playing ADC. But I can see him going back to mid lane, and if that's the case, the PO bot lane might have a strong edge there. Nick Mead is the Nick Mead, provided that he's awake.
Wake up, Nick.
And
We
That's
need
good.
you.
and I think Matthews had a pretty solid season overall, and I don't know how much Brian last time was able to abuse him mid lane, and this time for sure, Poe will be there because he wants that salty run back that he never got.
Wait,
So
was he not in that game? Was that the
No.
game where
Not.
he slept?
yes,
Yeah, we're just
All
taking
right.
turns
Well,
sleeping
now
the
we're
game.
just now the prediction is who from PO is gonna be asleep during this series,
oh,
not who's gonna win.
depending on the schedule, it could be Chase on the plane.
Boom.
Well, almost
said.
certainly will be.
Yeah, definitely will be.
Unfortunately, he may or may not be sleeping on the plane at that point. I think you'll be like 5 hours or 6 hours in the air, so chances are you might be sleeping. But yeah, I think it'll be a pretty interesting matchup. Like it's been a long time since we played PO, all the way back to week 1. A lot of things have changed. Our fates have gone very similarly, considering we have the same record. But we'll see where it nets us this far in playoffs. All right, cool. Let's move on to our next segment, Twitch questions. We're moving real fast this time around. Do we even have any Twitch questions?
I don't know. We probably wait till after
Wait till
everything.
after. All right, we'll push that.
Yeah.
Then the next segment, then we'll tackle are
Do
the
the
standings,
bracket.
the playoff bracket, monsters always. Here we go.
Ooh, I
A1
love
is
Stick.
this.
Dive versus TSC. And then A2 it's GB versus B Gang. They slot into SBAR, so fancy. SB will be able to choose, I believe, between the winners of A1, A2.
Oh dang! I
Can't
didn't know
remember
we
what the
had
No,
vote.
that.
I don't think we're doing that anymore.
We're not doing it
I don't
anymore
think
because
we're doing
bracket-
that anymore. Yeah.
Unless we reseed the bracket. Okay, so no choosing. I guess SB just hits the winner of Deep Dive TSC. AR hits the winner of GBB Gang. The loser of Deep Dive TSC will come down. I think we might need to flip this. I need to do some thinking because I don't think this is correct, Nina. By the way,
Well, this is what
Maybe-
it's. This is what it looks like on the dock, I think.
well, we have to flip the playoff bracket at least once because if MBB, let's say Deep Dive loses A1, they play against you guys, and then they win. What if TSC loses against
Drops
SB,
down.
and then
Yeah.
it's Deep Dive versus TSC again? You have to flip the bracket once on the bottom side. So, anyways,
I
we'll
bring
talk about
in
that.
work
Oh, I
experience.
see.
We'll fix it. We'll fix it. But anyways, TLDR. That's what's going on here. THD versus PO plays on the bottom side, and we'll catch the loser of GB versus B Gang. Fancy.
Fancy.
Chase, if you guys beat us, who do you want to see in the bottom bracket, GB or B Gang?
Wants to see your mom.
Oh, well, I won't be there for it, so
Who do you want your teammates to see?
We might be there for it.
I mean, we lost to both of them.
Which one did you lose to less badly?
You know, we lost pretty badly to both of them. So it's like I was like, you know what, maybe I lost worse to that team.
You know-
No,
You know, for us,
don't-
you plus those two teams are the three teams we beat in the regular season. So we have the option to follow. We've actually lost all three of those teams, and we beat
yeah,
them.
I've lost.
No.
Look, I can tell you a thing or two about losing. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna. I think. Oh, that's a hard choice. I think it's got to be GB. Yeah. I think gotta go against GB again because that was the one where we lost bans. So even though we got utterly destroyed in both of them, one of them we lost bans. So
Jeez.
yeah, definitely GB.
Yes. Oh, wait, that was the one where Nick Mead fell asleep, right?
Yep, that was it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I know a lot of people fall asleep. It's hard to keep track of all of them.
All right. Okay, cool. So outside standings, we have a schedule. I think 2 games are now running on Thursday: the TSC one and the THCP one. Pretty sure.
GB tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. Okay, so one
Wait, is
match on
today
Tuesday.
Tuesday? No, it's on Wednesday.
Today's Monday.
Oh my god,
One
today's
match on
only
Wednesday.
Monday.
2
Yeah.
matches on Thursday. It'll be a packed middle of the week for us.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any questions now before we hit the video, or should we hit the video first?
Let's just do video
Everybody's here for the
first.
video anyway. Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
just do the video.
We're just burning time at this point.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
ready to cringe real hard.
All
in this
right.
video.
It's our time. But before that, I have to say thank you to all the people who helped. So we have Brian, co-creative director Brian, plus co-creative director Nishant helped us storyboard and figure out what this thing's gonna look like. Our filmographer Nikolai came out and filmed the entire thing with his fancy camera for us. And then,
There's a point where I film Nikolai.
all right, Brian stood there in his dad pose, filming Nikolai for like
Yeah,
1
pose
minute,
pride.
literally a minute. But yes, sure. And then all of our editors, which were Walker, Kyle, and Coco this time. They had lots of help. And then, of course, everybody who came out to film, which you will be seeing in just a second. All right, so let me set this up and we will get started. All right, and I'm going to mute us until we're done.
kind of menaces to sobriety, like what? Super thuggers dumping on the cut.
My motherfucking Uzi weighs a ton. Hit the drum till you hear it go, but I'm a bum.
Run. Piety just really isn't us. With a rush, see you cutting up a pie, that's my lunch.
Run. Yo, motherfucking pockets when I come. It's an honor to be robbed by Denise's only son. Yeah, ever ready, baby boy, bitty, moving extra heavy, whipping Chevy. Gotta get it, eat spaghetti with the monster. Vegan bitches feed them dick cause they don't eat no steak and lobster. Sosa was my hero, Honey Tony's just a fucking hoe.
Out of mind, out of touch, at a time. Man, I smoke a bogey backwards with a thumb up like it's fine. What? Sleep is self, I say, selflessly divine. Leave me here to drown in glory, you're too good to cross that line. Run. Tragically struck down in my prime by the speed at which the bags are dropping. Should've watched the sky. You don't wanna live this life, it's really not sublime. I'm only doing what I want, but hockey loogies at the swine.
Right, and we're back.
Well, that was awesome.
You know, Elena just told me look at the camera and say run, and I did it. It's like, no, you gotta do it with more style and like serious demeanor. And I was like, what do you mean? Oh, God. Well,
Do we have first
there's
thoughts
that.
from Dan and Chase?
Yeah, that was clean.
That was pretty
shit.
damn good. Yeah, the editing was really, really well done, I must say. Like, that intro was like, whoa, I did not expect that. It's so good.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot. It was good.
Oh, no. I do. I mean, my favorite scenes. I appreciate Steven getting mugged for the camera.
Yeah,
Kirk
I
was
appreciate it.
pretty excited to mug
Yeah,
Steven.
he
I would
was
be too, honestly.
maybe too excited.
Hmm.
I'm not 100% sure Steven actually got his wallet back. I need to check on him. But that was a pretty good one. You guys use a lot of my B-roll clips, I guess. There's that one where I look at the camera being like, what the fuck's going on? That was definitely not a scene we scripted. People were like, get out of the camera, Brian. And I was like, oh, God.
Yes, I heard about this
Yeah,
during Elena's edits.
there's that.
He was literally running.
I like the scene with the lobster restaurant where Nikolai looks like he's about to like murder your next like 7 born. Yeah, that's the Nikolai stare into the abyss kind of thing. Yeah. 1,000-yard stare, Nikolai.
1,000 yards. I think my favorite scene is Elena and Coco stare down while drinking boba.
Yeah,
Yeah,
our
there we
tasty
go.
bubble
Good.
tea.
We watched like 5 Western films in preparation for that one scene.
Mm.
What you guys don't notice, and what Nishan mentioned earlier today, is that 3 grown men are to the left of the camera in a Hawaii photo booth while they're filming that scene. So shout outs to my boys Nishan and Coco for being, or not Coco, Sam for being in the Hawaii photo booth with us. Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun to shoot around LA. Thanks to everybody for coming out, and thanks for everybody for helping us out with the video. It was really cool. Can I announce the next project? Is that going to be now? Okay, so cool. So our next project, this was, we in the past we had a video for like seasons. We had a season 5 video, which was the last one, a long time ago now. Now that COVID kind of let up a little bit, we were able to make a season 80 video, and I think we'll potentially make more videos in future seasons for BTL anyway. However, our next project is like, I guess what we call an evergreen video, where we just do a BTL video straight up. So not like a seasonal video like season 9 or whatever, but like a video that we could open our streams with and all that stuff. The cool part is this evergreen video will probably be filming across the US. So we'll be in spring finals in Texas. Some of you guys that show up to Texas, shout out to my boy Yui and some of the B gangers and stuff like that. We'll be catching some footage out there, whatever that footage might be. Maybe it's just B-real stuff that we put into the video later. And I think our main filming path after those guys in Texas will be for Worlds, where we hit New York, Toronto, Mexico City, SF. We're going to catch a lot of people in New York. Chase here, one of those people, I'm sure. If he's not repping somewhere else, we'll catch him. Charlie and Anne-Marie and like Toronto, maybe Mina can come out. SF will grab Teddy and Jeff and Shuai. We're going to take the world tour for VTL and catch a lot of footage across the US and make an evergreen video out of it. So I think that'll be a lot of fun. We'll take some time to storyboard and find a song and all that stuff, and it might be a little longer. We might edit in some gameplay footage or something. We might have a different take on what an evergreen video for VTL could look like. Yeah, just so you know, if you do hit any of those cities for Worlds, we'll be glad to see you there.
We'll be watching and
Go
waiting.
tour around whatever city you're in and fuck around and make you do funny poses in public.
Yeah.
I mean, people stare at us every time we do videos like this.
Yeah.
Remember when we went to UCLA, we did on the
Well,
steps, and
that
people were like, "What are you guys doing?" We're like, we run a club, UCLA club."
Yeah.
So,
We're
I
filming
think,
this for Sundance.
it's a little cringe, but it'll be a fun time.
Wait, they clapped for us at the end of that too.
They did. It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, once we got the shot, everyone was like, yeah, clap, clap, clap.
God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, they were supportive.
Yeah.
They were very supportive. They let us have the whole stairs.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I guess in the meantime, if we do come to your city or anywhere close to you, we'll I mean, hopefully you reach out to us, but we'll reach out to you and we'll try to get some cool landmarks. It'll be the world tour.
Yeah.
Maybe I gotta get Chase to get some footage from like
Tail
Iceland.
word tour.
Oh,
I can do that. You let me know, okay?
All
I
right.
won't have a fancy camera, but
You
I
will
mean,
have
you've
a
got two
camera.
people. We've got Chase and Coco going, so.
oh, and Nick.
And
Nick will be
Nick?
going
Oh, okay.
Nick Valencia will be going there as well. So
Ooh, there we go. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are there any Twitch questions that we have? If not, I think we're just gonna end it here
I
because there's not
don't
much
think
else.
we had any questions really.
I mean, the only
Oh,
question
the only
that.
one, yeah, was Adam's question.
Yeah, it was Adam's
When
question.
is Chase gonna put his hair down? Put it down, Chase. You're leaving.
Yeah, you're not gonna be here for like a month.
Take off the
I
hat,
don't
Chase.
know. It's pretty frizzy right now. So I don't know.
True, Javier said it's end of season. Put that down, BB. We're all waiting.
He's considering it. It's a step.
I'm considering it, but
I'm waiting
He's
to
stalling.
print
He's
screen.
stalling. He's full of shit. He's stalling.
yeah,
Peer
I'll do it. Why
pressure.
not?
It's
Oh my
time.
god, we did it.
Everybody get ready to screen cap. It's coming off. Oh my god.
Oh my god, the glory.
Oh, it's so gold.
That looked good.
Wow.
Let's see
Look at that.
how this goes.
You look like you go surfing on the weekends.
All right, chat is popping off for you right now, by the way.
Yes.
It's kind of everywhere right now.
It's
So
even better than I
but-
could have imagined.
God,
L'Oreal
it's actually just
sponsor
poking out
win.
like crazy. Whatever. But
Boom.
yeah. Okay. So this is it. This
That's
is the
it.
hair.
This is what we waited for.
This is not what I
Something like
expected.
that.
Not gonna
It
lie.
was worth
I'm
it.
not working with headphones.
This is not what I expected. This looks like a different human being.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
it's kind of why I
does.
keep it up all the time. But yeah.
All
so
right.
this is
Well,
it.
anyways, not sure where Chase went, but glad to see this new guy. Is there anything else that we need to talk about? We're good.
For the video, I'm gonna post
It'll be up on
the
YouTube. Yeah.
well, I'm gonna post the YouTube link, and if anyone would like to download a copy to take home, I will also insert the Google Drive link.
Oh my god. Gonna carry it on my phone wherever I
Yeah.
go.
Show your friends and family when you travel.
Please. No.
When I get on the plane, whoever I'm sitting next to, I'm be like, you should check this out. Okay. And then like throughout the flight, I'm gonna be like, hey, so remember this video? We're gonna watch it again. All right.
Yeah. On the way back.
All right. Well, thank you, BTL gang, for watching our
Mm-hmm.
very cringe video, but very hype video that we that a lot of people like Elena and Blazon and Nikolai spent a lot of time to make. So thank you to them. Yeah, thank you everyone. We'll reach out to you on our next project, and everyone enjoy playoffs as we go through the rest of the season. So, without Chase, apparently.
Yeah. That's whoever this is.
There's a chance that I'll be in BTT, but that's pretty much the extent of my BTL for the rest of the
like
season.
3 a.m.
Yeah,
Ah,
pretty
yes.
much.
Sleep deprived Chase. Prime Chase.
Isn't that just regular Chase?
I don't know. I don't think I've met non-sleep deprived Chase, so I can't compare.
Exactly. They don't exist.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Good luck. Good night. Goodbye from BTT.
Bye.
Bye.
See you guys later.